Emotional stress is related to low back pain, and a solution to this can be Yin Yoga and meditation. The practice of Yin Yoga is where we're holding poses for around 3 to 5 minutes and breathing and allowing ourselves to move into a meditative state. When we're moving from meeting to meeting, activity to activity in our day-to-day life, we're building up emotional stress, not giving ourselves time to rest and just be. Taking time to rest in these poses allows you to activate what's called your parasympathetic nervous system, your rest and digest. It's very important that we keep our nervous system in balance because we're always running, and keeping ourselves on by stimulating our sympathetic nervous system, the fight or flight. Taking time to be in these poses opens up your connective tissue, which includes your bones, your ligaments, and tendons, and fascia. When you open these areas up, you're releasing the tension being pressed on your vessels and your muscles and your bones. I invite you to watch the following video, and I will show you a few stretches you can do to help relieve low back pain so that you can lead a relaxed and healthy life. Low back pain, I'll be showing you some poses here on how to release any tension. If you're actively having a lot of tension and tightness, I recommend that you do all the poses that are supine when you're lying on your back rather than doing any forward folds. If you're just doing some maintenance, then you can do the forward fold exercises. So we'll begin by coming on to our back. And we're going to move into what's called a reconstructive pose. Taking your feet as wide as the mat, lying on your back, and drawing the knees to kiss. Your arms can be down by your side or out into a T. And here I invite you to just notice if you have a space between the mat and your low back. And if you do, if you have enough space to put your hand like me, then you should press your back towards the mat by pressing your navel towards the back of your spine. Holding it here from anywhere for 3 to 5 minutes is a good way to start and allow yourself to just breathe at your normal pace and move into that meditative state of just being right here in this moment. Noticing if you follow a thought and then come back to this moment and breathe. Feeling your belly and chest rising and falling. On the inhale, rising, and on the exhale. And after about 3 to 5 minutes, just gently opening up your legs, just doing a little bit of windshield. Bringing our feet close, we're going to go into what's called a reclined pigeon pose. So crossing the right ankle over the left thigh, lifting up the left leg, and then hugging that left thigh, clasping the hands behind, holding it here again for 3 to 5 minutes, breathing. If 3 minutes is too long, then hold it for as long as you can. Breathing and really feeling the stretch each time you inhale, allowing yourself to soften. And each time you exhale, releasing any tension. After the amount of time that you want to be in this pose, gently bringing that left foot down, uncrossing the right leg, windshield wiper your knees, and then we'll do the same thing on the opposite side. Left ankle over right thigh, hugging the right thigh. Eyes soft or closed to allow yourself to move more inward and stay in the here and the now in this practice. Breathing long and deep. Again, breathing in to soften and breathing out to release. Gently bringing that right foot back down to the mat, uncrossing the left leg, and then windshield wipering. And here, lengthening both legs, and then taking the right knee, hugging it to your chest, and then taking that foot up to the ceiling. Now you can do this, just keeping the leg up, having a slight bend. Or you can get a strap, a towel, or even a necktie and strap it around your foot and then reach up and flex the foot to get a deeper stretch. A nice hamstring stretch. So you can use the prop or not. And if you're not using the prop, you can bend your knee as much as you need to. Just making sure you don't feel uncomfortable. No sharp pains or tingling should happen. And then gently releasing that foot from the strap. Lengthening that right leg, bringing the left leg up and doing the same thing on the opposite side. And again, holding it here for as long as it's comfortable for you. And in Yin, it would be 3 to 5 minutes. But if this is your first time or you're feeling really stiff, perhaps starting with a minute and breathing through the practice. Flexing that foot heel towards the ceiling. And again, pressing the low back towards the mat by pressing your navel inward and upward towards the spine. Engaging that lock, the belly lock, will allow you to keep your spine nice and long along the mat. Taking this foot down and putting your strap to the side if you use one. Bending both knees and hugging both knees to the chest. Here, just rocking side to side gives you a nice massage for your back. Lengthening your legs, and here, hugging your right knee to your chest. Just getting a deeper stretch by hugging one knee at a time. And then lengthening the right leg and then hugging the left knee to the chest. Here in this video, I'm not holding the stretches for very long. I'm just sharing the poses and instructing on how to do it. I invite you to take these poses and hold them for as long as you want in your personal practice. And then lengthening your legs. Here, we're going to bend our knees and we're going to go into a supine twist, taking your arms out to the side into a T, hugging your knees to your chest and then dropping your knees to the left. And your gaze, if your neck allows it, moves to the right. Holding it here, breathing long and deep. Gently bringing your head and neck back to center, bringing the knees back to center, and then drawing them down to the right, and your gaze to the left. Holding it here, breathing long and deep. And then bringing your gaze back to center, hugging the knees to the chest, giving yourself a great big hug. Rocking up and down, coming up to seated. And if you're sore, I invite you to turn to one side and gently push yourself up. This next pose, I invite you to use a bolster, a rolled up blanket, or 2 pillows. We're going to move into what's called a supported child's pose. So taking that bolster in between your legs, widening your knees, and then hugging the bolster. You can turn your face to the side and hold it here for the same amount of time and then turn it to the other side. Or you can place your forehead on the bolster, allowing yourself to release and let go and marinate into this pose. Each of these poses
Gives you a sense of release in the low back and the hips. Breathing in the new and exhaling what no longer serves you. And after you hold this for about 3 to 5 minutes, gently coming up from this pose and removing the bolster out of the way. We're going to come onto our belly and move into what's called Sphinx pose. So taking your feet out, legs out wide, bring the elbows underneath your shoulders, and then just lifting yourself up. Your gaze can be a few inches from the top of the mat, or you can draw your chin to your chest to release your head and neck. These last two poses, if they do not serve you, then do not do them. Listen to your body and offer it what it needs today. And then again from here, after 3 to 5 minutes or however long you would like to hold it, taking in a deep inhale. Exhale, coming down to the mat, using your arms as a pillow, resting your forehead. Bring your legs together, bending your knees, and just doing a little windshield wiper to release any tension that wasn't addressed or perhaps created during this practice. Lengthening your legs and gently pushing yourself up to all fours. One last pose here. Swaying your belly down, chin slightly up, hips up. Inhale into cow. Exhale, rounding the back, tucking the chin and tucking the tailbone down into cat. Inhale, just making sure your shoulder blades move down your back. Exhale, rounding the shoulders. Doing a few of these spinal waves or cow cats opens up and lubricates the entire spinal column. Coming to a neutral tabletop. Inhale. Exhale. Coming to a comfortable seated position. I thank you for joining me in this practice today and learning about how to release low back tension that's developed from emotional stress. Namaste.